Hi everybody, my name is Angelique, also known as The Light. Welcome to my channel. Please stop what you're doing and click like on this video. If you like spiritual videos, chosen one videos, zodiac signs, what else? And narcissism, that's all on this channel. So subscribe. I see some of you are watching, but you're not subscribing. Subscribe. Stay a while. I promise you I won't bore you. All right, so this video is about manifesting and how I manifest vacations, trips with a limited belief system. So I have a limited belief system, which a lot of us do. And I find it funny when I see people like in the comments or other videos about manifesting saying, oh, the law of attraction didn't work for me. The law of assumption didn't work for me. If manifesting is not working for you, it has nothing to do with the law or the technique. It's everything to do with yourself because you are the creator of whatever you're trying to manifest, whatever you're trying to receive in your life. It's all on your power. You are the tool, okay? God gave us this power. The universe, to me, ever since I started manifesting, it is almost like a video game or like a Sims game to me. You ever seen that movie Inception? It's just like that. Okay, like different dimensions and stuff like that, all right? It's all in your mind. Whatever you think about yourself, whatever you think about others, it manifests, okay? That's why it's called the law of assumption. So, the law of attraction is like whatever you put out, you get, okay? So, if you believe you're going to be sick, if you're putting out negative energy, then that's what's going to come to you, all right? I do use law of attraction, but for me, I feel like law of assumption has been it has worked faster, but to me, law of assumption is harder. So law of attraction is easier for me to do because it feels like, okay, I'm a good person. I put this energy out, and that's why it's gonna come back to me. Or law of attraction feels like, oh, it's something that I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna get it later on. You get what I'm trying to say? Where law of assumption, you can manifest that crap right that same day, depending on how powerful your thought process is, right? So I guess you could say, I've been using law of attraction since maybe 20. First of all, everybody's been using law of assumption and law of attraction their whole life. You just did not realize it. You're constantly always manifesting negative or positive things into your life. You're constantly manifesting whether you realize it or not. Like you don't even have to like pray for it, okay? How you speak to yourself, how you speak to others, how you move in this universe, that's what's gonna come back to you. So I just had to get that out because this is about manifesting with a limited mindset, limited belief system. I have a limited belief system because of how I grew up. So while I'm healing to process my mind into believing I deserve a life of luxury, believing I deserve love, or believing anything that I felt was told to me, oh, as a child, you ain't shit, or you don't deserve this, you don't deserve that. So a lot of us grew up that way, and that's why we don't have that power in our mind. We know we're great, but we don't believe it because that's what was taught to us, okay? So even with having a limited belief system, I am still able to manifest, okay? And I think this has been one of the things in my life that has become easy. So as you manifest, you're going to become a little bit more cocky, more comfortable, a little bit more secure in yourself. Okay. So um, I can go on vacation even if I don't have money. All right. Some of you be like, oh no, she go on vacation because she has money. No, no, no. Whether I can afford it or not, I'm going on vacation. I'm taking a trip, okay? So I started traveling back in 2015, but when I started traveling back in 2015, I had a little extra money because I had came into an inheritance after a relative had passed away. So that kind of gave me more of like the travel bug, okay? I always traveled but it would be like maybe to like the next town. I live in New York City, so I would probably go to Jersey or go to North Carolina or South Carolina. Maybe I would just go to Florida, but I would not go outside of the United States, maybe to like Canada or something like that. But that was very limited. Why? Because in my mind, I felt like, oh, I didn't deserve to go on, out the country to go to like all these places. So I didn't really get the travel bug until I got some money in my life. Okay. So when you get money in your life, that's when you're like, all right. But that money did not last but 2 years. It wasn't a lot of money and it didn't last me but 2 years. And I did not really do anything to accumulate more money. So even though I was traveling in 2015, 2016, 2017, now what was I going to do now that I didn't have the funds because I ran out my funds? What was I going to do? I had a job, but what was I really going to do to maintain the lavish lifestyle that I accustomed to myself through that particular money? So that's when I really, really got into law of attraction and law of assumption. Okay. So with the limited belief system, what I did was when I want to go on a trip and I'm broke, I don't have no money. I'm talking about the only money I have is to pay my bills, to eat, and that's it. Okay, so that's what I mean by broke. And there's been times where, yes, my bank account was on E. All right. Um, so, what I do is for me, I feel like when you have a limited belief system, you have to like keep punching images and images in your mind. Visualization works best for me when manifesting a vacation. So, what I do is I pick a place that I want to go and I script it. All right. So, I have a book. This is my scripting book. And I write in this book like detail to detail. Like, let's just say I want to go to Aruba for my birthday. So I'm going to write in my book, like, I'm going to Aruba. I'm not going to have a V when I get to Aruba. The weather will be perfect. Okay. There's no one sitting next to me on this plane. I get on an empty flight. The flight actually lands early. Like, I go into detail. All right. Like, I go in. Um, Even the people who you want to take on, be detailed. Even the people you want to go on this vacation, so and so, my man goes with me, my woman goes with me, my friends go with me, and even I even manifest things in other people's life who's coming with me. Because if you're going on vacation with somebody, you got to think they can impact your simulation, so to say. They can impact, it can ruin your vacation. It has happened to me before. So be very detailed in your vacation scripting. Okay, scripting is just, you can repetitively write things, or you can literally just write a full damn storyline about how it's going to be. So I write out a storyline. Even the person that comes with me on vacation will start no drama. They will not get drunk. They will not get sick. They will not get hurt. Their flights connect. They make it safely. Like, I go in for myself and for the people who are going to be around me. Because, like I said, if you're manifesting and these people come, they can come in and F up your simulation. Okay? I don't get food poisoning. I don't get sick on this trip. I don't get the big C on this trip. Like, I go in every detail. And after you feel like you've reached all the details of the storyline of how your vacation is going to go, then I will read that like every morning or every night. Usually every night. I don't even have to read it every morning or every night. But up until I'm going to leave, that's what I do. I read it. You can also read it once and leave it too. All right. For some people, detachment works best for them when manifesting. But for me, I'm a person that has to keep pumping images of where I'm going in my head. Another thing I do is I go on Instagram or I go on TikTok and I screenshot um restaurants, beaches, wherever I want to go, and I keep it in my phone. Okay? I'm telling you, it's scary. Majority of the things that I screenshot in my phone, I be like, "Yep, I'm going there. Yep, I'm going there." I go, as I'm screenshotting, oh man, the drinks look good. I can't wait to eat there. Like I'm speaking out loud, like dang. And I'm visioning myself at these places. I'm visioning like what I'm gonna wear, all of that. Yes, goes down to the clothes. Like you're preparing for this trip. You don't have the money. You don't know how the hell you're gonna get there, but you're preparing for the trip because you're at the ending. You get it? I even go online if I got a little money and I start ordering the outfits. Okay, I be like, oh, I see myself in blue when I go to this beach. I see myself in black when I go to this restaurant. I literally like I start to vision like my outfits. It's scary, and I'll go on like Fashion Nova or Shein.com or whatever, and I will find the exact outfit that was in my head on the website. Like I did not know it was there. Like it's literally that powerful. I will order these outfits. I got my outfits. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with my hair. You're literally preparing for this trip. I know some of you go, well, I ain't got no money for outfit. That's okay. You can manifest the money for the outfits. You can manifest the money for the trips, okay? Or money will manifest money to get the outfits to go on the trip. Or if you don't have the money, go in your closet. You could start packing. That's another thing you could do. The clothes that you do have, maybe you don't have new clothes, you ain't got your weave or your wig or whatever together, or your haircut money, whatever it is, start packing your bag. You're going. You don't understand. Don't worry about where the money is going to come from, but you're going. I go on YouTube, I start looking up vacation videos. So I'll look up, say I want to go to Aruba, I start looking up videos of Aruba. I start looking up the companies, the boat companies, or the activity companies, or like where can I take my C test or something like that. Okay. And I keep these addresses in my phone, right? I keep these places. I even go as far, I know this is going to sound crazy, I will find a restaurant and I'll make a reservation. Yes, I do, guys. I don't even care if they allow me to. If the vacation is 2 or 3 months out, I will go online and I make a reservation. All right. Last year when I was going to Puerto Rico, I made a reservation for STK in Puerto Rico, and I think I made it like 2 or 3 months before. And thank God, because when I went back online, um, they were like, they were fully booked because of the whole, virus situation. And I remember like going in and there was like people like, oh, we can't get a table. They're like, no, you have to have a reservation. So I'm telling you, not just because of that, but literally like be like, nope, I'm going here. Like I don't play. Like when I do my visions of what I'm doing, like I vision like what beach I'm going to, what drink I'm gonna order. I be like literally there. I close my eyes and I'm like visioning myself at these places, like what I'm eating, who I'm with, how I feel, what clothes I have on. Like I don't play, okay? And I noticed that like what you think, like it has to like come about. And I'm gonna give you an example. So last month I went to Panama, right? And I screenshot a whole bunch of restaurants I wanted to go to. And my friend and I, we got in an Uber, and she's a breakfast person. I'm not a breakfast person, but it was like still early. It was probably like, it wasn't noon yet. So she was like, yeah, I really want some breakfast. I feel like I want pancakes. I want this and that. And I know of this place we're gonna go to that only sold like brunch foods and breakfast foods, and they closed at like 3 o'clock. So I was like, oh, let's go here. So we put the address in when we ordered the Uber. But when we got in the Uber, the guy drove, the place was really close. He drove around the corner to the place and he was like, oh, it's closed. And I was like, what? It's closed? And it was Monday. I was like, usually places are closed on Sundays, but it was Monday and it was closed. So I was like, oh shoot. So he was like, what are you gonna do? So I look at my phone and the first place I saw, I remember I visioned myself there. So we actually had to go to the place that I manifested and visioned myself eating at. So it was like, listen, whatever you put out there is gonna happen. Like it was so weird. I was just like, oh snap, like this It's like a simulation. It's like a game. Like it made sure like I went where I said I wanted to go. It was weird. It was crazy. Anyway, that happens, also like if you don't like spiritually like manifest or protect the people who are around you, they could try to like mess up your simulation, mess up your vacation. So be very careful with who you choose to go on your vacation, what kind of energy they have, because that has happened and it's like they're not supposed to be there. Sometimes they're not, like if you did not vision certain people there, like it can kind of throw off the simulation because it's like they don't belong there. Like it's weird, it's strange. I know some of you who manifest, you know what the hell I'm talking about. Like it would still happen, but it would be like glitches in the system because they ain't supposed to be there. You didn't envision them there. What the hell are they doing there? Why did you even bring them? So yes, vision yourself, watch tons and tons of YouTube videos of where you're going, plan for the vacation because you are going, right? You are going and it's gonna happen. And this happens for me and it's scary. So recently I wanted to go to Panama. I went in March and I didn't have the money. I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna have the money to go. I really wanna go. I need a vacation because I have certain things going on right now and I'm not going to be able to travel, you know, in the month of April or May or even June. And I was just like, dang, my birthday's in August. I want like a trip in between like now and my birthday. So I was just actually I did not even want to go to Panama. Where did I want to go? I wanted to go somewhere else. I don't know. I think I wanted to go to like St. Thomas or some type of like real like Caribbean, West Indian island, but I just wasn't for some reason just wasn't working out. So I was like, no, that's gonna be too expensive and I don't know. And that's another thing. That's the limited mindset that I have. For you, y'all can sit there and manifest any kind of vacation, but for me, remember I have a limited mindset. Anyway, so something just told me start looking up hotels for Panama, and I was like, oh my gosh, these places are like dirt cheap. We're like normally a hotel that would cost 3 grand, like in New York City or Miami or Cali, was like $400. $400 for like 4 day for 3 nights in like Panama. I'm like, this is scary. Like I was like, is something going on? Like, but I keep forgetting, oh, it's another country. Duh. So the money, the currency change, right? Exchange. Anyway, so I started looking at videos. I started looking at the hotels and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to this hotel. There was another hotel I wanted to go to, but I was like, I'm wait till I get a boo to go to that hotel because it's like one of them real sexy type of hotels with the tub in the rooms called JW Marriott in Panama. So I was like, nah, I'm when I go back to Panama, I'm gonna get that room like for myself or like for like a boo vacation, like a vacation, right? But anyway, so I just started like looking at the hotels and stuff like that. I had no idea where the money was gonna come from, right? So about 6 months ago, I went to Mexico, and this particular friend, she was like, "Oh, you're going to Mexico?" I was like, "Yeah, I already booked my flight. I already knew what hotel I was staying at." And she was like, "I really want to go. I really want to go." And I'm like, "Okay, like get your money up. You can come." So she ends up coming and she ended up having to stay in my hotel room. But I had like an apartment, hotel room with the bedroom, the living room, and the living room had like a pull out bed. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna charge you like $200 towards the room. But my room was like over $700, right? So she was like, okay, thanks, no problem. I was like, because you're sleeping on the couch, you don't have a bed, you ain't getting in my bed. So I only charged her $200. So she said, all right, no problem. So that was September 2021. She didn't even have the $200. She ended up like paying me like a month later after the vacation. I didn't make a big deal about it. She actually did give me my money back. And, let's go. September, October, November. By like January, I'm like, all right, I gotta figure out where am I going for my next vacation. That's when I started doing the whole Panama thing. I did not have the money. This is January 2022. So when I'm getting money, I always get like a high anxiety. So I wake up one morning, and this is in January. Keep in mind, I start searching for Panama, trip in January. So now this is like the end of January, going into February, and I'm getting like this high anxiety one day, and I'm like, what the heck is this? So I'm gonna say I manifested the money for this trip in like maybe 2 weeks or so. Had to be at least 2 weeks. So I'm gonna hurry up and finish this video. So I I start getting like this high anxiety, and I'm like, why am I feeling like this? What the heck is going on? So I go to sleep, anxiety. I wake up, anxiety. So I text the friend that who had came to Mexico with me, and I was just like, "Hey girl, just checking on you. I hope all is well." And that was it. She was like, "Yeah, I'm doing great. I hope you're doing good." And that was it. The conversation ended, and then the next thing you know, I get like a text on my Zelle, from my Zelle going to my Chase bank account, and she sent me $700, guys. She sent me $700. So not only did I get back the money that I spent on the room, so that's seven, eight, $900 actually. So it's really technically she gave me $900. She gave me what she owed me plus the $700. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, when I got into a car accident a few months ago, my settlement came, and I just wanted to bless you. Something in me just told me to bless you. And thanks for being a good friend, and inviting me to your trip sometime. I really appreciate it." And I was just like, "What? What the hell is this?" So that's how I got the money, guys. And don't worry about like where the money is gonna come from. Just plan for the trip, all right? But also, some of you maybe y'all don't have anyways. Like for me, I feel like the money comes to you in the ways of who you are. Like when people give me money is because I've spent money on them, or I've been good to them. I've been a good friend, I've been a good person, and they give it back. Also, like I have a YouTube, so someone could send me a donation, or I do hair sometimes, so money can come through there. I have a book on Amazon. I'm not like trying to like put it out there, but I'm telling you, I have like different areas of where money can come in. Make sure you have an avenue to where the money can come in, all right? And if you don't, you better manifest. I was walking down the street and found a bag of money. You have to like make it real of who you are. Your assimilation has to be like believable, because if you can't put it in the concept in your mind, it's not going to come true. All right, guys, happy traveling. I hope you're able to manifest with some of the tools that I use. Visualization, actually shopping, actually planning, actually packing for your trip. And I'm telling you, you're gonna get to go anywhere and everywhere. I'm trying to manifest a trip for my birthday. My birthday is going to be in August. Yes, I'm a Leo, and I'm trying to manifest a trip for August. I'm not sure where, and that's another thing. I have now where I don't tell people where I'm going. I don't tell people where I'm going to go. I just say, "Oh, I'm planning a trip." Okay, and y'all find out when you see me on social media. So that's one of my little superstitious things that I don't do, and I feel like it helps me manifest better. Unless I'm inviting you to the trip, I don't tell people where I'm going. All right, guys. Happy traveling, and stay positive. I know it's hard when you have a limited belief system, but you still can manifest. Like they said, "Oh, you all you need is faith of a mustard seed." Well, all you need is belief of a mustard seed in order to manifest. All right, peace and blessings, love and light.